right, Arthur, come on, let's go.
You go.
Keep pushing, Arthur.
No. I think I've pushed all I can.
Come on.
You go.
We ain't got time for this, not now.
We ain't both gonna make it. Go. Now. I'll hold them off. It would mean a lot to me. Please. There ain't no more time for talk. Go.
Arthur.
Go to your family.
Arthur!
Get the hell out of here and be a goddamn man.
You're my brother.
I know. I know. God damn you bastards!
Red Dead Redemption 2. This game is two major things, the saddest game and the best game. Finished the entire game, and in this video I'll be talking about the story and basically how this game makes you cry. The main story of this game is that there's a gang known as the Dutch Van der Linde gang. The main leaders of this gang is Dutch, Hosea, and Arthur. It's basically set in 1899, the end of the Wild West era. Things are getting put to place, there's a lot more cops and protection, and we're basically moving into the modern era. And people want gunslingers and gang members to get extinct. The story is just so incredible because you play as Arthur Morgan with this entire gang who's really just trying to get a hold of life and trying to get a lot of money to escape to some kind of paradise. This is where the Dutch Van der Linde gang pulls a bunch of scores and basically becomes one of the most wanted people in the entire country. Their main goal is just leave and live, but to do that you need a bunch of money.
One more big score, we got enough money to leave.
A lot of people in the gang are betraying each other and dying, and basically the entire gang are turning into a civil war throughout the entire game. In the final mission of the game, you and the gang goes to rob a train. One of the gang members, John, got shot by the lawman. Dutch and a few other gang members goes to John and try and rescue him. But when they come back to you, you find out that John unfortunately died.
Well, let's move.
Where's John?
I tried.
He didn't make it. That patrol killed him. We had to run.
Come on, let's go, before another patrol turns up.
You leave the area with a stacked ton of cash, and when you come back to camp, you find out that one of the other gang members, Abigail, also got captured. Abigail and John actually do have a child called Jack, so poor Jack is actually left with no parents.
They came and took Abigail. I saved Jack. We hid, but they took Abigail.
Who did?
Agent Milton and his men took her to Van Horn to be put on a boat and tried for murder.
I am sorry to hear that.
We gotta let her go. John's, well, sorry, son. Without John, she's just bait. We got a bunch of money, Dutch. She's just a girl. They won't do nothing to her.
But
Me and the boys know.
Yep.
We need to keep riding on this one, Dutch. You know it. Every man here knows
We
it.
just gonna let the boy be made an orphan?
it ain't like that.
What is it like?
I wanna live, cowpoke. I still got the choice. Dutch, it's just a girl.
You're right. Micah, it pains me to say it, Arthur, but he's right.
Touch!
Come on, boys.
Yeah!
Well, I guess that's that then.
Sadie and Adler goes to save Abigail, but on the way they find out that Micah has actually been the one betraying the entire group all along. Abigail tells Arthur that there's a ton of money under the caves, and then Arthur goes there and Abigail returns to Jack. Arthur goes and confronts Micah, but then John returns and explains that Dutch left him to die.
Seems old Micah was pretty close with Milton.
What the hell are you talking about, cowpoke?
You talked?
That's a goddamn lie.
Dutch.
Dutch, think of the future.
Milton told me.
And you believe him, Black Lung? You believe him?
It all makes sense now.
No, it damn well doesn't.
Dutch. Think.
Dutch, be practical now.
Dutch!
John?
You left me! You left me to die! My boy, I didn't have a choice. John, I didn't have a choice. Left me!
You follow John to the caves, but there's a bunch of lawmen and it's basically impossible to grab the money and help John get to Abigail and Jack. You can actually choose between two endings, either help John get to safety or go back to the money. But either way, you die in both endings. Right at the end of the mission, you and Micah get into a big fight. Micah basically beats you to death and you die in the setting sun peacefully. Gonna be real, I have never seen any game have better graphics than Red Dead Redemption 2. It's honestly so crazy to think about that this game was released in 2018 for PS4 and Xbox One only. This game hasn't even been re-released on PS5 or any new gen consoles yet. As a matter of fact, Red Dead Redemption 1 was actually released on PS4 and Nintendo Switch back in 2023. And RDR2 was actually released in 2010 for the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. There is rumored to be a new port of Red Dead Redemption 2 coming to Switch 2 and PlayStation 5, alongside with a rumored GTA 4 remaster, which I honestly really hope will happen. These graphics are definitely top tier. It was honestly so great to have an epilogue after the main story because a lot of us were confused about where Micah and Dutch went and what happened to Sadie or Charles or basically any of the remaining gang members. The story in this epilogue is insanely cute, it's so romantic, and it really explains how life can be so bad when you do very bad things as a gunslinger. The epilogue starts off as Abigail and John and Jack tries to start a new life with changing their names and trying to escape their gunslinger life. They live near a place called Strawberry and starts working over at a ranch. John decides to grab his guns later on in the story and becomes a gunslinger once again. John later takes Jack on some kind of horse ride, but somebody follows him and there's basically a whole gunfight. Young 12-year-old Jack sees this and he comes back to Abigail, aka his mom, and tells him everything that happened. They later on, both Jack and Abigail decides to leave John all on his own due to his return as a gunslinger.
How is the... What happened?
Yeah. We got shot at.
Shot at? What happened?
Well, we got followed, and then
Followed by who?
probably someone who knew me. If we didn't get to them particulars, I'm sorry.
My son. Our son.
It was your dress that caused all the problem.
It weren't even a dress. It was a gift for you.
Darling John, a kind lady in the village helped me write this.
She had men problems of her own, but that's a different story. Listen, I've begged you, but it don't seem to make much difference. I've tried everything I know to make you grow up. And you know I love you, but loving you means I can't watch you do this. Time after time, we've had to run because of your behavior and your decisions. We got a son. I got a son. And I love our son enough that I can't have him around while you're like this. I had so many dreams, John. I hoped you would change. We all saw what happened to them that didn't, but you... Part of you is hell-bent on ending up the same way.
And I love you too much to watch that no more. Abigail.
John later on meets some old friends like Sadie and Charles. Later on, John actually builds an entirely new house with like 2 floors with Charles and Sadie. He writes a letter to Abigail and his family finally returns. Later on, Sadie actually finds out some tea about Micah and Dutch. They find out that they're in the mountains, so Sadie and John goes up in the mountains and try to kill Micah after all of the betrayal and crap that Micah has done for the entire gang. Abigail really dislikes this and pray that John and Sadie will be completely okay.
Found Micah.
No.
I got a lead. One of his boys wanted for murdering a woman. Been seen drinking in Strawberry. If we can get to him, he'll lead us to Micah. But I gotta go now. You coming?
No, he's not coming.
I will.
That's your business. His business is here.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll ride with you.
No, I'm begging you. No! You risk all this? For what? For Micah?
All this wouldn't exist if it weren't for Arthur, Sadie, and all the folks that fell. If I let him go, this place ain't no more real than one of Jack's dragons.
I'm begging you.
And I'm begging you to understand. This is it. This is...
Please.
Please try to... I ain't got no other choice. Keep an eye on the place for me.
Of course.
Please.
Come on now, Micah. At least die like a man.
Hellfire. It's just like old times.
Come on. You turn around and start walking.
You got me. Just like old times. All manner of folk paying social calls.
Hello, son. Mrs. Adler. It's been quite a while.
You shot me. You shot me pretty good.
Thank you.
Sadie and John returns to Abigail and Jack, and everyone is so happy that nobody died and there were no casualties within the Marston family. But what exactly happened to Sadie, Charles, or any of the other surviving gang members? Mary Beth was a previous gang member and she became a very successful writer. Charles Smith was actually with Abigail and John in the epilogue, but later he moved to Canada, likely to start a new family. Sadie Adler also continued her bounty hunting career all the way down in South America. Simon Pearson was also a member for the gang, and he was mainly just the cook for the gang. After the main story, he ran a store with his wife. A member known as Tilly Jackson married a lawyer and now has a daughter. Got this information from Tacitus Callahan, so make sure to check him out. Red Dead Online could have been so much more than it is today. If you try to go into a Red Dead Online public lobby, I guarantee you will find nobody. Honestly, Red Dead Online is one of the biggest failures that Rockstar has ever made. But what really went wrong with it? The first answer is GTA Online. Let's be real, the only successful multiplayer game by Rockstar is and will forever be GTA Online. I don't think if Rockstar tries to make another online game, it will probably just fail. The only online game that people love is clearly just GTA Online. And it makes sense, GTA is the most fun and popular franchise from Rockstar Games. But could Red Dead Online have been saved? In my opinion, yes. If you look back to Red Dead Online, there has almost been no updates to it or no DLCs. The reasoning behind GTA Online's success is because of all of its amazing updates. Weekly updates aren't that much good, but DLCs and new businesses are top tier updates. The only updates that Rockstar does for Red Dead Online is maybe just some new outfits or some new games like poker and that stuff. And honestly, that isn't really big. There's like almost no new missions they release in Red Dead Online. And for DLCs, they could have just done some kind of mini story mode for Red Dead Online or its DLCs. That really just could have saved the entire game mode, and it's so unfortunate and sad that it ended up all like this. And yeah, it makes sense they're working on GTA 6, but they could have at least had like a small team for Red Dead Online, just like what they have for GTA Online. Comment down below how you like Red Dead Redemption 2 if you've played it. I would highly suggest playing this game. Just a heads up, it took me around 3 months to finish the entire main story plus the epilogues. If you have a bunch of free time and if you can play this game like every day all day, it probably might just take you like 1 or 2 weeks to finish it. But I believe the entire story and all of the chapters and missions take around like 80 hours. Anyway, if you did enjoy this video, feel free to leave a like or subscribe. And I spent almost 2 weeks making this video, so if you really did like it, feel free to share it with your friends. Other than that, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next Red Dead Redemption video.